a bundle. Oh, thanks. Here you are. Thanks again. Please come back.
Oh, did I introduce myself? Hey guys, in case of video back here with more Persona 5 Strikers. In the last one, we changed Mariko Hyodo's heart. And now, one of the things that we have to do is we have to, we don't know what we're doing next. Oh, hello. You're not buying all of it. And there we go. So now we have more stuff to spam whenever we can. So we have to invite a friend. And I decided I actually want to go through all of the options for inviting a friend. And I think I'll start with the two guys over here. They deserve a ride with Joker. It'll take a lot of resetting and editing on my part, but I'm going to get everyone to ride with me. And we'll canonically say that Joker took everyone with us to the Ferris wheel.
Hey.
Yo, is Grace back yet?
I could use your assistance.
It would be nice if we could look around the city in the meantime. What are your plans?
What are you gonna do?
Are you guys gonna ride the Ferris wheel together? A ride on the Ferris wheel with you guys. I feel like our bonds will grow stronger. Let's do it.
For real?
There's a Ferris wheel? Where at?
Yes.
That does sound like fun. Lead the way. Not everyone can cramp it, so Joker's writing it 5 times in my head.
Dude,
So... why are a bunch of dudes riding a Ferris wheel together? Yeah. That's my line. I certainly don't mind how beautiful the view is at night. I don't know, I was bored.
Wait.
Sure, fine. But why'd you invite us? You should have asked one of them. I suppose I'm supposed to be soaking up this romantic view with Lady On. We have Sophia here, it's fine. Is a Ferris wheel an unsuitable location for guy time? I mean, there's no laws about it, but it is a real blow to a guy's ego. Riding a Ferris wheel can pain a man. The heart sounds incredibly complicated. Dude, wouldn't you rather do this with someone you're, into?
Not quite.
Now's not the time for such frivolous matters. We have a case to solve.
Mm-hmm.
And I already know who I'm destined to be with, unlike a whining child like you, Ryuji. I wonder when I'll meet my soulmate. Well, whatever. You guys better tell me if any of you get a girlfriend. Sure. As long as you're nice to her, I promise. Although, maybe not finding out right away isn't the worst thing. I mean, I'd be happy for you, but I'm also kind of lonely too. The heart of a man. Yet another mystery has been added to the list. Lady On, I wish you were here. Okay, I am back. So we wrote the Ferris wheel with Ryuji and Yusuke, and we got some funny dialogue out of it. I personally picked that one first, and that one was my favorite. And that means the girls to me are blind. I have never seen their interactions before. I'm going to start with Futaba, because she's right here. Heyo. There's nothing to do till Senkichi gets back. You got any plans?
What are you gonna do?
Are you going to ride the Ferris wheel with Futaba? Yeah, let's do it.
What?
What? They got a Ferris wheel here? We gotta go! A pair of young teens sharing a Ferris wheel ride? Could this be you know what? It's a little family trip.
Why?
Really? Now the big bro routine comes out? Well, whatever. Whatever the case, thanks for the invite. I can't believe I'm riding a Ferris wheel in the city at night. I guess you never know what's in store for you, huh?
Well...
I've been freaking out a little bit lately. I've experienced so much since I left my room. I mean, look at me, on an amazing cross-country road trip. Everything's going so great that it just makes me worried. I keep thinking, what if this is just a dream and it all goes away in an instant? Oh, that sucks. sucks. Oh, that really sucks. I am so sorry this is happening to you. Because, like, it really is, like, one of those things where you just want the bad to go away and it could be a good dream. But, like, sometimes that just doesn't settle with you or whatever. Oh, that's awful. There's no need to worry.
Yep.
Well, if you say so, then it should be fine. Thanks, Ren. We're busy enough with the case that I shouldn't be worrying about silly stuff like that anyway. With all the stuff that we got on our plate, I don't have time to freak out. And I don't even need to with everyone's support. That includes Sojiro too, but most of all, you. Oh, look, Ren. So pretty. Ooh, ah. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I'm pretty sure this gives the same amount of bond and it doesn't matter who you pick. Just pick who you like the most and go with that. My next person on the list I'm going to do is On because I have to satisfy Morgana's needs, of course. Oh, Ren, looks like we finally have a little time to relax. Are you going to ride the Ferris wheel with Lady On? Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
There's a Ferris wheel around here. That sounds like fun. Let's do it.
Whoa, amazing.
Wow, look, Ren. The lights are so pretty.
Meow.
The night sky may be beautiful, but you are even more dazzling, Lady On. Oh, I can see the tower by Odori Park. Look, so shiny. She's not listening to me. Man, I had no idea there was a Ferris wheel right in the middle of the city like this. Sorry, wait, what is this response? I guess it is supposed to be a date between Morgana and I, but I'm the third wheel because I have to carry Morgana onto the... Simply breathtaking.
Hey.
Huh? Oh, well, isn't that sweet? Oh, you mean the view. Still, it feels so strange to be here in Sapporo like this. I do travel a lot for photo shoots, and it's both been an eye-opener and a blast.
Yeah.
But the time I spend with you guys is really But the time I spend with all you guys is what's really special to me. This trip's made that extra clear to me. Lady On. Having all of you in my corner makes it so easy for me to keep pushing myself, so thanks. It's time I return the favor and start helping out others instead of always depending on them. You helped Alice.
Yay.
You think so? I'd love it if I really did manage to pull it off. I have to say, hearing that from you is a big relief, Ren.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking about going and seeing Alice when we get back to Tokyo. I mean, I did promise to be her friend and all. I should be there for her while she works on her comeback.
Huh?
Oh, but the real world Alice won't remember any of that. I'm sure you got through to her. Yeah, I bet I'll be able to reach her somehow. Don't you worry, Lady On. I'm sure the two of you will hit it off just fine.
Thanks.
Thanks. I'll give it my best. All right. Now that we've rode the Ferris wheel with Futaba, On, and Ryuji Yusuke, I'm going to find Haru, because Haru deserves a ride next, because she's the most hardworking Phantom Thief. She had a nice time alone. There she is. There is Haru.
Good evening.
I heard Mari-san's questioning is going to take a little bit longer. Are you going to ride the Ferris wheel with Haru? Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
A Ferris wheel? Of course, I'd love to.
Wow.
Wow, look at this view. It's somewhat strange riding a Ferris wheel in the middle of a city like this. Well, thank you for everything, including saving Mari-san, Red-kun. She's so important to me, so I had to thank you for what you did. You could treat me to yes. We could do coffee together, but it's really thanks to you, Haru. I think it really is. How sweet. You really haven't changed at all. Say, did you know? The Ferris wheel is mostly comprised of red gondolas, but there's a single yellow one. Apparently, if you manage to get that one, they say you'll meet your true love. Isn't that romantic?
Huh?
What colored gondola did we get on? I'll be honest, I probably wasn't paying attention. Either that or I would remember. It depends. But I don't think Joker would have paid attention.
Yes.
Yes, I didn't get a good look either. I should have been paying attention. Oh, it's not like I was hoping the saying was true or anything. I just meant you invited me here. I just meant you invited me to meet you here, so, we could try again sometime. Huh? Really? Then it's a date. We'll be back someday.
I'm so glad.
I'm already looking forward to it. Oh, that was adorable! Alright, we have rode the Ferris wheel with Futaba. We have rode the Ferris wheel with Ryuji Yusuke. We rode it with An, and we rode it with Haru. I saved Makoto for last because I know it would be true to my first playthrough in Persona 5 if I actually did ride it with Makoto, because Makoto was my first lover. Anyways, if Sumi and Akechi were here, I assume that it would be fun too, and I would totally pick Akechi first, totally. That would totally be a thing if it were a thing, but it isn't a thing, and I'm okay if it's not a thing. So, anyways, Makoto, would you like to ride the Ferris wheel with me?
Is something the matter?
Good evening. How are things?
What are you gonna do?
Are you going to ride the Ferris wheel with Makoto? Yes.
Let's get going.
Oh, a Ferris wheel. That sounds like fun. Shall we go then?
Incredible.
I never would have thought there was a Ferris wheel right in the middle of the city. The city lights are so beautiful. Thanks for inviting me, Ren. So, am I wrong to consider this a date? We're just having a little fun. Although I want to say you nailed it too. Aw, man, it's so hard to say. Canonically, Joker doesn't really have a boyfriend, girlfriend, which is why I made this episode. He rode the Ferris wheel 5 times with everyone. We're just having a little fun. Oh my gosh, what are you doing, controller? You're doing this in the other thing too. Good thing it was in the middle of the dialogue. If it was in the middle of a fight that you're doing this, that I cannot believe it. Alright, I am back. I have a different controller. We're fine. We're just having a little fun. Huh? What kind of... Oh, I see. You just meant having a pleasant time together. I'm sorry if I don't seem like my usual self. I'm just not used to situations like these. Now that I'm in college, the other girls I know tell me about their boyfriends all the time. I got myself worked up thinking about how they're all growing up around me while I'm stuck being a kid, or something of the sort.
Oh my.
Wow, I haven't changed at all, have I? No, that's not true. You've changed quite a bit. You're more willing to have fun than you were when you were the student council, I would think.
Do you think so?
Do you mean that in a positive way? I hope so.
I was thinking.
Last year, you all taught me that I had the power to change within me all along. But now, I'm seeing the good in things that never change, like how close we've grown. I want to stick with the Phantom Theives for as long as possible. You, most of all. That's why we have to solve this case and clear your name, no matter what. We enjoyed the evening view together. Alright, that's everyone. Finally, I can let this go through. I've been, like, going to the switch screen on this loading screen just to get out and then reload it to get everyone to fit in the same car,
So I
essentially.
went to talk to Hyodo, but nothing new came out of it. All she explained is that she could control whoever added her as a friend on Emma.
Alright. What about her phone?
Not to worry, I have it with me.
Now that's what I want to see.
Futaba, you interrupted him!
After reviewing the facts, I've just about confirmed it. Each of these so-called incidents, I think they all stemmed from a mastermind.
Oh? I'm curious as to why you think so.
Kyoto, Natsume, Alice. All three were changing people's hearts to do bad things. But deep down, none of them were truly evil. At the very least, they're not the same as the rulers who distorted reality for their own sakes and ended up spawning palaces.
I'd been considering that as well. Before Natsume lost sight of his writing, he was diligently working toward his dreams.
Alice, too. She was doing her very best to be a ray of light and hope for other people.
Mari-san was also striving for the betterment of everyone in Sapporo.
Right. They're different from criminal scum like Kamoshida and Madarame, who acted only for their own benefit.
Okay, but how does a handful of not-so-evil monarchs prove there's a mastermind behind all this?
The fact that jails are fundamentally different from palaces provides us a big clue. For starters, jails don't have any treasures for the taking. All we found are people's stolen desires. That means monarchs don't have twisted enough wills to reshape reality and form treasures.
Which would mean that jails aren't created by the monarchs themselves. Someone else must be doing the creating.
Our final clue is the locks on all those bird cages. In order to get to the monarch, we've always had to unlock a door that denies us passage. I had thought this was just a security measure designed to protect the monarch and the desires held within. But if that were the case, why would traumatic memories the monarch would rather erase be the key to unlocking it?
Given that these are cognitive worlds, maybe it means monarchs think their trauma will protect them.
I find that rather odd. If anything, I would think it's the other way around.
Correct. What if it is the other way around? Why might a door like that exist?
To keep the monarch... Well, if I were to keep the monarch confined, they would be traumatized to the heck. Maybe they are trying to keep the monarch out of something.
No, it's nastier than that. What if that door isn't to keep intruders out, but to trap monarchs in?
Oh,
You mean they're trapped?
sorry, I thought of that backwards.
I thought the monarchs are the ones in charge.
Think about it. What would happen if a monarch tried leaving their cage?
They'd touch the door, and then hear the voices of their trauma?
Exactly. They'll remember what made them so warped in the first place, and stick to their guns as a monarch. And thus, the cycle continues unbroken. The monarchs really are birds in a cage.
But it wouldn't necessarily make someone like Kamoshida or Madarame. This isn't like a pre-evolution to a palace.
From that perspective, the shadows protecting the keys inside the trauma cell hold a far more sinister purpose. They aren't there to prevent the monarch's trauma from being discovered. They're wardens guarding an elaborate system to ensure the monarch's imprisonment.
Let me get this straight. You're basically saying these monarchs are being manipulated, and by virtue of that, there's somebody doing the manipulating.
How's Hyodo-san's smartphone looking?
Nothing wrong with her phone or the Emma installed, but I did find traces of surveillance. Huh, I'll bet it's the same snooper we keep running into, though I'm lost as to who it might be.
So this observer and our mastermind may just be one and the same. Anyone have any guesses?
Our first suspect is Medice, the company in charge of Emma. Since you can't get into jails without Emma, I can't write it off as mere coincidence.
Medice, huh? Too bad we can't just storm their headquarters.
You mean the cops can't actually do that?
No.
Of course not. How could we even put out a warrant on them? By saying they Go around turning people into monarchs?
You have a call from Ichinose.
Hi there! Sorry for the relative lapse in communication, but I did turn up some info that I thought you guys might like to know. So, I've been looking into Emma all this time, and I still have yet to find any differences between her past and present versions. I mean, this is state-of-the-art tech, not something just anybody could pry open and take a look inside. But then I took a peek at Emma's changelog, and that's where things got interesting. It seems Emma was transported to Okinawa at some point after I sold her to Medice. Yes, exactly. Why was the first thing that popped into my head. So I dug around some more. And I found that off the coast of Okinawa, on the island of Kokojima, Medice apparently has a research lab. Oddly enough, its existence is unknown to the public, and when I called to ask for records, nothing came up. Basically, they're running a secret research lab. How crazy is that? So, if Emma's been altered in any way, I would think it had to have been done on that island. Well, guys, wasn't I a super stellar source of information?
Yeah, keep it up.
You just leave it to me. I've become rather fond of investigating, actually. Well, guess it's bye for now, Phantom Thieves. Please regale me with tales of your adventure another time.
So what did Ichinose-san say?
Okinawa?
Crystal clear waters?
Shisa statues? Juicy pineapples?
Shinsuko cookies?
Okinawa soba.
Oh, that too! It's that ramen-like thing, yeah?
Guys, can you snap out of it?
If it's an unregistered facility, we could always say we're conducting a field survey. That way we could ensure their cooperation.
Unless it's on sacred grounds, then that could be a problem.
We may even find proper evidence that could be used in court. It may be well worth going. But Kokojima is a bit far from the Okinawa mainland. Then I guess we'd have to go by plane.
Wait, what about our precious Feathermobile? We've taken it all this way.
That's what you're naming this thing?
Plus, you said it'd be dangerous using public transportation.
Even so, wouldn't it be too complicated to try to reach Okinawa by car?
Give me a sec. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Of course I'm aware, but I also have a job to do, you know?
Who's he talking to?
Why would I lie? I'm being honest, I swear. Of course I remember. The thing is, I'm a little... well... Oh.
You got hung up on.
Okay, guys. Plane's a no-go. We're driving.
Huh?
You mean we're going all the way to Okinawa by car?
The thing is, I need to make a stop along the way. So we'll be heading to Kyoto first.
Did you say Kyoto?
What's this about?
Yeah, I primarily work for the Kyoto Police Department. I thought I'd take a moment to catch up, share intel, you know, cop stuff. After that, we head to Kobe. We can take a direct ferry to Okinawa from there. That ought to cut down on time.
But that's still quite a distance, even to Kyoto.
Not to worry, I'll do the driving.
You're tagging along?
What happened to how he got here? He got here separately than us. We didn't drive him.
Wait, am I to believe that Nijima's been doing all the driving? Okumura, I thought you already had your license.
I do have it. It's just... I don't have much experience behind the wheel.
Plus, Haru's driving is not exactly...
Well, in any case, we're taking off immediately.
If we're leaving from here, you'll need to take the Hokuriku Expressway. The estimated travel time will be...
About 21 hours, give or take.
Gramps is correct.
21 hours? Are you nuts?
You forget I'm an officer of the law? We're badass at driving.
What's with him all of a sudden? It's like you lit a fire under his ass.
I mean, he has He has 20 more experience of driving. Actually, yeah, 20 more experience of driving than Makoto and Haru do.
Fine by me, so long as I can visit Kyoto at last.
There goes Inari, revealing his true colors.
Alright, ready when you are.
All right, then, let's hit the road. I'll get you rascals there in record time.
It's been a wild ride, but now we're even closer to the truth. Let's head out as soon as you're ready. Make sure you leave nothing undone. Yes, this is your last chance to get all the quests done. I'm pretty sure I have no new quests, right? No new requests.
This is the request.
Yes, I got it. There are the 2 painful paths that I have to do. Don't worry about it. I'll get to it when I get to it. I will do 1 lap around and talk to everybody, though. Oh, I didn't want to do...
Come again.
Come back when you have a social life. Jesus. That shop was rude. I'm gonna buy all of this.
Will this be a Here you go. Thank you.
Alright. I meant to talk to Makoto first. Hello? I suppose we should say our goodbyes to Sapporo. It's too bad we couldn't stay a little bit longer. Sad. Nothing came out. I was really hoping we'd seek one. Came out? What do you mean? Futaba told me that ghosts have been known to appear in Suzushino. Can we maybe save this conversation for maybe later? Futaba gets excited about urban legends and stuff. They're just rumors, though. Right? Yes, they are. On? Sorry, Ren. Makoto and I tried this place earlier. And the food is just as amazing as it looked. We really had a good time. It had the calories to match, too. We should probably get our butts in gear and work it all off. The parfait was probably around 500 calories or so. Nothing an hour of running won't fix. What? An hour? That's worse than I thought it was going to be. Maybe we could just spend some time exploring the jail instead? Maybe. Here's this vending machine to get everything out of. Alright. Gramps is gonna be driving all night, yeah? We should probably get him something to help him stay awake.
Indeed.
How about this one? 8 heads of sleep-slaying terror. Unstoppable Orochi 50 milliliters. Shit sounds kinda dangerous.
Man.
Anyhow, I really don't want to go in here. I wonder how we could just order it online or something. Am I not allowed to talk to Yusuke by himself? Okay, fine. Oh, this lady has something to say. Listen, you won't believe this. That perv actually apologized to me yesterday. Seems like he's working for the mayor. He said press conference motivated him to clean up his act or something. Apparently, his work caused him all this pent-up stress. Not like that's any excuse to be an absolute pig. But he did drop a lot of money on us last night. He better have learned his lesson. Interesting. Maybe this old man has something new to say too? Mayor Hyoto's only human. We all make mistakes from time to time, don't we? Even after all that's happened, I still believe. I have a feeling she's not out of this race just yet. She probably will take some time off to make sure she does everything right before coming back, of course. There are people out there that do that. It just takes time, you know. See some progress in maybe another 6 months. Or even next year. It would behoove me to see. I would think that the mayor would take like some time to do some volunteer work before going back. That's what I always thought she would do whenever it came to that's not what I thought she actually would do when it came to this part of the story where she was there. Okay, how do I get out of this area? I went to the weirdest way possible and it distorted my direction sense. Also, I'm really glad that the food does not expire at all because I will down all of this food. This ice cream never melts. Like, can you imagine how bad it must smell in the refrigerator if it had all this food here like this? And all the drinks and stuff? My goodness. We're just buying like ridiculous amounts. It is kind of hilarious.
Is that all? Thanks a bunch. Oh, here you are. Oh, thanks a bunch. Please come back.
And I don't think I've examined the garden. Hey, Ren, what do you say we look for a 4-leaf clover? I hear it brings luck to those who find it, and I want good things to happen to each of you. Let's do it.
Okay.
It's a 4-leaf clover.
Well done.
I'm glad you managed to find one. I sure hope something good happens. That was worth it. That was worth digging around in the garden. There wasn't a cutscene for it, but it would be cool to like understand it.
Let's come here again.
We'll have to try and see Sapporo from the top floor the next time we're here. Yeah, we would have to, wouldn't we? Alright, let's go through back here, and I think I didn't talk to Haru and Futaba yet. Yo, check this out, Ren! The detailing on this thing is unreal! It's a wooden bear statue. Those eyes, the face, and see how it looks like it's actually moving? Inari'd probably have a lot to say about that. I saw it and I just had to have it. Apparently they carved these for the trees around here. Makes sense, seeing how it's solid wood. I'm more into collecting PVC figures and stuff, so I never had too much interest in this kind of thing. Still, I know cool when I see it. Do me a favor and put this in the hideout, okay? Alright. Think I might have found myself a new favorite, and it's all thanks to this trip.
Good evening.
Sapporo's given me some wonderful memories. Which reminds me, I bought this at the general store and I was hoping you'd hold on to it for me. If I ever fell down and start crying, I want you to show me this. It will remind me of all that happened here, and the people can always get back up, no matter what. We got a saliva charm.
Thank you.
Oh, salvia charm, sorry. That was bad reading. Thank you so much for everything. I truly hope we could go back here someday. Alright, I think I talked to everyone, right? Yes. This lady has something to say, though. I certainly didn't expect the press conference to go the way it did. Was I being too harsh on the mayor? Maybe I should just run for election. Maybe I should. Maybe it could make a difference. Make it a race to fight for her, I guess. I don't know. Alright. I think that will be all for next episode, and then that'll be all for this episode. I'm trying to read what that sign says up there, and it's all I see is pop timer. Let me look at a different sign. Oh, look at that. There's a Medice sign up there. Perfect. Okay. In the next video, we will head out of Sapporo, and we will go down to Okinawa, but on the way to Okinawa, we also have to go to Kyoto. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys then.